Hello viewers, this is Unicorn Days Tarot and I am going to draw some cards and hopefully reveal a message that will help you, especially if you were drawn to this reading at this point, and hopefully it will uplift you and help you through your journey in life. I've shuffled the cards and I'm going to lay them out now and talk about what I see. So the first card is the Page of Wands. The second card is the Page of Swords. The third card is the Magician. And the overriding card is the Queen of Wands. And I'm being asked to pay particular attention to the Queen of Wands. Right, so from the Page of Wands, I get the feeling of, I get messages in my head straight away, but I get the words awaiting messages, and it's as if some of you are waiting to hear or hoping that you will hear from, I get the feeling it's more to do with work and an establishment rather than a relationship, and it's hoping to hear that things will look up, something you've been waiting for. And it definitely feels like it's in the material side of life. And I get the words in my head, all good things come to those who wait. So I feel that you have possibly felt that you've been patient for a long time, and it's almost as if, you know, with some of you, you're saying, you know, when's it my time? When's it's going to happen? I've been waiting for such a long time. And the message is just be patient for a little while longer, and the messages will come. I also get inspiration with this, so I get the feeling that some of you, in a slightly different way, perhaps are waiting for inspiration, and it's possible that you are thinking about moving into a new area in work or in some hobby or project that you're interested in, and I feel that others, it's because you feel very jaded with the career I'm getting and work that you've been doing, and it's possibly something that you're really good at and really experienced at, but it's just not holding the same enthusiasm and inspiration that it did before, and you're trying to find inspiration either in what you're doing, or you're trying to think of something different that you can do. And the message to you is the inspiration will come. It will either be revived in a different way, or related to the career that you're in or the hobby that you're in, or it'll be something that you suddenly have a light bulb moment and you move into something completely different, possibly through a message that comes to you out of the blue. Now, the next card I have here is the Page of Swords, and I get the words cutting edge in my head, and that can mean that you're at the cutting edge of something new, but I also feel that, you know, some messages have a cutting edge. And before I move on with this, I just want to say that air signs and fire signs are particularly related to this message, but it can be for anyone. I feel that in the past you've had messages that you didn't want to hear, and I'm also getting relationships in this as well. And the feeling of deceit And although for a small few of you it's in relationships, I feel that most of you it's in the workplace. It's the feeling of people not having your back and people possibly talking behind your back, or sometimes in some cases almost as if they're, you know, you're doing all the work, you're putting forward all the ideas, and someone is, you know, sort of stealing that or taking the credit. So I get the feeling that this is, as I said, this is sort of past energy, and it's passing, and if it's still there, it's going. And I get the feeling that when this type of thing happens, it can sometimes be a message to us that we have allowed ourselves to lose confidence, possibly because of knocks in life. And the unicorn message is to just know that you have so much to bring to the table in your life, and that the opinions of others, unless of course they're uplifting and make you feel better, are not in your reality. You need to dismiss them, let them go, and not listen to them unless they have something relevant that sort of makes you realise that possibly you need to, for instance, study a little further or gain a little more knowledge. But if these messages are literally to belittle you and berate you, it's actually coming at a time when you need to realise your worth. And it's almost, with some of you, it's almost like a test, like the universe, the angels, spirit are saying to you, you're better than this. Why are you letting yourself blend with these people? They're in a different place to you. They're not necessarily wicked. They, you know, possibly make mistakes because they're the ones that lack confidence. They're the ones that feel that they're in a worse place than you, and they're projecting that onto you. So you can reject that. You can protect yourself from it and say, I'm better than this. So please do that. The next card I have here is the Magician, and it's kind of backing up what I've just said, because the words I get here are the world's your oyster, and no matter what situation you're in, the power of positive thought can bring things to you in an amazing way and a magical way. And you know, miracles do happen. Miracles, I'm sure you have at some time in your life experienced something that you would perceive as a miracle. Even, you know, the massive thing of giving birth to a child and seeing that child for the first thing and being amazed that you actually managed to produce such a beautiful being. And also just the miracle of seeing a wild animal that you've never seen before, or, you know, it can be so small or it can be massive. You know, you could win a prize that really transforms your life. So just know that the Magician brings a message to you that the power of positive thought can bring many changes to your life, and to expect the best. But be careful, because often the Magician or the universe or the angels will bring things in their time, not your time. So if you wish for something and it doesn't happen, it doesn't mean that it's not going to. So you really shouldn't give up, because the universe's time isn't our time. And often when we think we need something in the moment, later, when it comes further down the line, we realise that we needed to wait. So grow wise on this note. The overriding message is the Queen of Wands, which again is talking about, oh, I get home and heart here as well. So some of you may be thinking about home, moving home, possibly improving home. But I get the feeling that some of you are walking a very independent path at the moment. I'm drawn to the little black cat in the foreground, which talks of, walking alone so that you can bring your own value and your own worth back. I feel that some of you have been in situations where you have been put down, as I mentioned earlier, and it's time to regrow your confidence and regain your confidence, and to know your value and know that you don't need other people to recognize your value. You just need to recognize it in yourself, and to know that the things that you love to do and that you're good at doing, you're doing in your own way and are very unique and special, no matter what it is that you're doing. And I feel that the card is talking about a resurgence of power, and also it's talking about warm-hearted, kind, honest individuals, and projecting that from yourself will attract that to you. So if you see yourself as a confident, warm, kind person, and you reject being controlled by others and what they think, you will start to realize that the people that are starting to come to you resonate far more with the type of person you are and what you want in your life. So I really hope that this part of the message has resonated for you and will help. And now finally I'm going to draw an animal oracle card to complete the reading. I've shuffled the cards and I'm now going to draw the card. Right, and the card that we have is the owl, which is talking about magic, which again ties in with the reading and the story of the magician. And the first thing I get with this are the words "spread your wings and fly" from this image, and also the words that you will be able to spread your wings and fly. And they're talking about bringing a little magic into your life. And the words on this card really do sum everything up from the reading, about seeing through the deception and the views of other people, so that you're able to detach from the drama and let them go and dismiss the comments and know that they're not true. And then, again, as we were talking with the Queen of Wands, when you let these people go, you're going to attract higher vibrations to you, or people that will make you feel better and will rise you up. And as I was talking about, growing wise, the wisdom will come to you as you grow and learn from embracing the positive energies. You will grow. The owl is significant to a few of you. I do get a barn owl. Now, I love barn owls, so I'm not sure whether that's a message for me, because when the barn owl comes to me, it is talking about a maternal energy on the other side. So possibly that's a message for you. But the owl always speaks of wisdom, but in this case it's the magic that the wisdom brings, so that as you become more enlightened, they're saying you will recognize these things, and to know that it is your birthright to have an abundant life. And quite often it's our conditioning from childhood and the way we're brought up, and possibly the things that we're told to believe that can put us in a lower place. So turning that around and trusting more in the great scheme of things can quite often allow us to let go of the control and just enjoy each day and look forward to each day. So this, I believe, is the final message for you for this reading. I hope that it helped. I hope that some of it resonated with you, and I hope that you enjoyed it. Bye for now.